Today I'm going to share with you my favorite products for January. I have mostly makeup, but I do have one fashion related item. I think something new that I'm going to start doing in my favorites is I'm going to talk about flops as well. I might not have them every month, but if I have a product that I tried and I really didn't like, I'm going to tell you guys about it, because a lot of times when I try products out and I don't like them, a lot of times I don't even bother reviewing them because it's not worth it to me. Sometimes I might, depending on the product, but other times I just skip it altogether. So I do want to make a point to share some stuff that didn't work for me as well. So I'm going to jump into my favorites first and then talk about some flops. So my first favorite is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I received this from Kim from A Very Sweet Blog. She gifted this to me as well as the Master Palette by Mario. I will link my review to both below. I've been using this a lot. It wasn't just this month. I've been using it for the past few months. I just kind of forgot to talk about it last month. But this palette, as you can see, as I drop things everywhere, I've used it a lot, so there's a lot of powder everywhere. This is just such a pretty palette. I love the neutrals in this palette. They're something I can wear every day. I like things that are simple because when I go to work a lot of the times I don't really do too much makeup. I do like a simple makeup look, which is mostly neutrals. So these first 6 colors I use all the time. But I've started to create looks with other colors too, like the Blonde Frescoes and the Antique Blonde. I'm like butchering these. Blonde Fresco and Antique Bronze. I use those as well. I've been using that with like a purpley makeup look because the Antique Bronze doesn't really show up on me bronzy. It shows up more like a purple hue. So the Blonde Fresco is more of a mauve color. I've been using that in the crease. And the Vermeer I've been using on my lid. So I've been using those 3 top colors all together. And then I'll usually add like a little of the Venetian red to the outer V. I rarely haven't experimented with these two too much because pinks aren't in my comfort zone, but I have used the Venetian red a little bit. In the red ochre, I've used that on the crease. I have mixed it with the burnt orange and the raw sienna. So honestly, I've used a lot of colors in this palette besides maybe one. It's a really great palette. I know that a lot of people like me weren't really interested in it as first because it has the pinks. If you're not used to pinks or cool tones, like I think that kind of scared some people away, including myself. But after using this palette, I use it more than the Master by Mario, as you guys have seen since I've reviewed both of these on my blog recently. And I've reached for this a lot since I've got it, so the past couple months it's kind of my go-to palette. So this was definitely one of my favorites this month. Once again, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Next isn't really a new product. I've had it for a while, but I do find myself reaching for it a lot lately, and it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush, and it's in Rose Champagne or Rose Champagne. So this is just a very pretty everyday blush. I usually use it, like I said, on a normal basis because I'm doing a lot of simple makeup looks, neutral eyes, and this goes really great with that, and it's like $4 or under $5, I know for sure. It's very pigmented. It has a little bit of shimmer in the pan, but it doesn't show up on your face. It's just a really pretty everyday blush. Once again, this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Rose Champagne. Next are some samples that I got. And the first is from Tarte, and it's the Tarte Gifted Mascara. It came in a set that I got during the holidays. I don't think I've ever tried the Gifted Mascara. I've tried the Lights Camera Lashes, and I didn't really like that one. But I really did like this one. The wand itself and the bristles are more stiff, and it's more of the natural bristle. And it just works really well at separating my lashes. It doesn't give any huge drama or anything, but it separates my lashes and makes them look just good. Nothing super dramatic or anything, but I do like how it looks, how it separates my lashes and makes them look fuller. So once again, this is the Tarte Gifted Mascara, and it's just a little sample of it. Next is another sample. I think I got it during one of the Sephora sales. You could add a deluxe size product to your cart. And this is the Benefit Brow Conditioning. I don't even know. I've literally never even looked at the name of this. Brovo maybe, conditioning primer. So basically what this is you twist the bottom and a little bit of product comes up on this rubber cap, and you kind of just like basically mix it into your brows, and it's a conditioning product that's supposed to make your brows look fuller, and I think it helps with brow products like attaching to your hairs and on your brows. What I've noticed is I feel like it's helped the growth in the front part of my brows, because that's the area on my brows that are the most sparse and don't have a lot of hair growth. So I have noticed that they are looking fuller, and I do like how this kind of almost helps stiffen my brows a little bit, but not making it stiff. I do go in with a brow gel after, but what I do is I usually put this on first, and then while I'm putting my eye primer on, it starts to dry, and then I'll go in with my brow products and fill in my brows. So I do like this. I'm not sure how much it costs, but I am interested because I would maybe buy this if I had like some type of coupon, because I will never pay full price for high-end stuff. I don't like paying like a lot for things because I have so many drugstore products that I know work just as well. But I haven't seen anything quite like this before, like a conditioning primer for your brows. So I've been really liking this month, and once again, I'm going to link everything below, so if you guys are interested in more, like learning more about this, I will link, you know, where you can purchase it on Ulta or something to give you more information, including pricing. The last thing that's beauty related for my favorites is the Tarte Lippy Lingerie, and the color is Pure. I have this on my lips right now, so it's like a, I'm so bad with colors, mauve color, mauve rose color. It's super creamy and pigmented, as you can see. It's not drying or anything. I feel like this is one of the most pigmented Tarte crayons I've tried. A lot of them look more glossy, but this has a ton of pigmentation. I also got this with the gifted little sample, along with a blush. It was like a little kit that I got during the holidays, so I think I'm going to review that. But I'm really liking this color. It's another good everyday color. I love the formula of it and the fact that it's so creamy. I've never, like I said, I've never really tried Tarte lip products besides the lipsticks, the Rainforest of the Sea lipstick, that has been as pigmented as this. So yeah, this was really cool. Once again, it's the Tarte Lippy Lingerie in the color Pure. So the last favorite of mine is this is a fashion item. I'm not going to try this on or anything, but I will link the jacket below where I purchased from Macy's. It's a parka. I've had the same jackets for a few years now, so I wanted to buy a new one. I had a gift card. So I got this jacket on sale. It was originally $250. I think it was on sale for like $120 or something, or $125, and I had a coupon on top of that, so I think I paid like $106 for it. It's by Guess, and it's just a parka. It has fur on the hood, and this hood zips off. It also has an inner layer that zips off as well. And it's just a green parka. It comes like down past my butt, almost to my knees, but not quite. It's not super heavy, but it definitely has kept me warm since I've been wearing it. But I don't feel like I'm sweating in it. So it has a drawstring on the waist. Like I said, I'm going to link it below so you can see what it looks like. I'm not trying it on or anything. But it has like a waist thing that you can cinch to make it look tighter and emphasize your waist, which I really like. So that's what these little strings are on the inside. It has really cute black leather detailing on the pockets. And there was somewhere else. Oh, and on the shoulders right here. So I really like the leather detailing and then the gold detailing as well. I thought that was really pretty and unique. But yeah, this is the jacket. And it's plain on the back besides the little thing that pulls in to cinch the waist. And then at the bottom I think you can do the same. I don't really know what that is actually, but the hood, like I said, zips off. It has a double zipper, like it has a zipper, and then you can also button it on the inside and button it on the outside. So this has just been a really awesome jacket. I think it's one of my favorite jackets I've ever purchased. And I mean, it's more than I usually spend, but it's a parka, so I mean, it was originally $250. I only paid $106, and then with my gift card, I had like a $50 gift card. So I paid about $55 out of my pocket for this, which is not bad if you ask me. So yeah, this is definitely a jacket that I'm loving this month. And I'm probably gonna like wear this non-stop until it's too warm to wear it. But anyways, those are all my favorites, so let me just get into 2 flops. So Colin got me a couple makeup related items from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to review 2 of them because they're things that I like. One is a brush set and the other is a palette. But then there are 2 things that I've tried out that didn't work for me. The first is a foundation and concealer 10 color palette. I didn't pick this out, so I don't know. Apparently he thought it was interesting looking and figured I might like it. So I've never tried like palettes for like foundation palettes with the cream foundations, but I was interested in it, and it's I have high hopes for it because I know that a lot of products, these are very affordable products, but a lot of them are surprisingly good. But I didn't like this. I don't feel like the products are thick enough, they don't cover enough. It's kind of up there on the light side, so I can't imagine how this is a foundation. I tried using it as a concealer and it did not work for me as a concealer. It wasn't thick enough, it wasn't pigmented enough, like it didn't cover. Maybe this will be better for if you just want a light finish to your face, if you're just trying to even your skin tone out, but in terms of coverage, I didn't think this was good for that, and that's what I would use it for. So this is my first flop. Once again, this is the foundation and concealer 10 color palette by BH Cosmetics. The next thing is an eyeshadow palette. I think he just figured like, oh, a bunch of eyeshadow, she'll love it. So yeah, this is the 88 Neutral color eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics. So the first thing I didn't love about this is that it has 88 shadows. I don't think anyone needs that many shadows at once unless you're a makeup artist. 88 shadows is just overwhelming, not needed. The other thing is that these are super tiny, as you see. They are like the size of a dime maybe even smaller than a dime. I really didn't like that about these, especially for like neutral shades that you want to use in your crease. It's like hard to even get your brush in there and swirl it around. That's another thing I didn't like. And the last thing I didn't like is they really just aren't great eyeshadows, not super pigmented. There's really nothing great about it, so I definitely wouldn't recommend this. I appreciate that he tried, but it was definitely a miss for me. If these shadows were more pigmented, if they were bigger, then I would say okay, but just not something I like. So this is the other flop. So those are all the products that I was loving and not really loving for the month of January. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, just post it down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, thanks guys. Bye.